What is a homeless person? The United States Department of Housing and Urban Development defines a homeless person as an individual who lacks a fixed, regular, or adequate nighttime residence, and who has a primary nighttime residence that is either a shelter providing short-term living accommodations, an institution providing residence, or a place not designed for human accommodation. This stems from an inability to pay for housing. This often includes living on the street, transitional housing, couch surfing with friends, and incarceration. Homelessness is an epidemic in the United States. Homelessness is tragic in the United States. 3.5 million people in the United States are reported as homeless yearly. Most think of an individual with mental health issues or substance abuse problems as a homeless person. Mental health issues, lack of financial resources, and substance abuse all increase one's vulnerability to homelessness. According to the American Institutes for Research, 1 in 45 children face homelessness every year in the United States, over 1.6 million. Childhood trauma such as homelessness can weaken a developing brain, which leads to lifelong problems. Homeless children are 4 times more likely to experience health issues than non-homeless children. Research from Horizons for Homeless Children determined that early education programs can prevent the negative impact homelessness can have on children and prepare them for school life and a life of success. Early education programs build supportive relationships for the children to improve their cognitive development. Research shows this can reduce crime and welfare. As of January 2014, I started taking a class through IUPUI called Do the Homeless Count? As a class, we participated in January 2014 Homeless Count in Indianapolis and the Homeward Bound Walk. In our class, we individually provide service to a homeless organization of our choice in our community. I was fortunate enough to participate in School on Wheels. School on Wheels is a nonprofit volunteer program whose mission is to provide one-on-one tutoring and education advocacy for school-aged children impacted by homelessness. The vision of School on Wheels is to equip children impacted by homelessness with educational tools necessary to achieve success in life and break the cycle of homelessness. Between September of 2001 and June 2013, School on Wheels of Indianapolis has provided tutoring and shelter in schools throughout Marion County. School on Wheels of Indianapolis location has trained over 2,200 volunteers for tutoring and provided assistance to over 3,913 school-aged homeless children. School on Wheels of Indianapolis has provided over 45,418 hours of tutoring, as well as distributing 2,148 backpacks with school supplies and donating over 11,351 school uniforms to these suffering children. I originally took the class as an elective, but it has changed my life. I had no idea what an epidemic homelessness was or the negative impact it had on children of our community. I love the idea of tutoring, and I interviewed with School on Wheels and was chosen to be a tutor, and it was a privilege. These children have changed my life. I have been tutoring kindergartners and first graders at 2 public schools in Indianapolis. One child hugs me every time they see me. The other 2 have huge smiles on their faces whenever we greet. I do not have any children of my own and have never felt like a child person or felt I had the ability to care for a child until now. Helping these kids learn is indescribable. The smiles on their faces when they get a math problem correct on their own or the success they have with vocabulary words is priceless. This experience has changed my life.